Hey everybody, welcome back to IKP, the InaneKartParty. It's Johnny here with Scotty the Body. How you doing today, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing excellent. So, big question always is you down with IKP?
Hey, you know me.
All right. Again, hey, welcome back to the March session of IKP. We're going to be bringing you the same stuff we brought you last time, some good results, hopefully some fun. Thanks for coming back and tuning in. We certainly appreciate it. If you're liking what you're seeing, please hit your like button.
Hit the subscribe, share, and hit the bell so you get notifications too.
Yeah, so make sure you hit all those buttons. It'll tell you when we're going to be back on, and you can catch the next crazy thing that we do. So we're going to start out talking about the results of Robin Road. I mean, we were both up at Robin Road, and it was, one heck of a weekend. I mean, if you've never been to Robin Road, first of all, it's a great track. It's big, it's windy, it's not real technical, so it's very easy to kind of get the rhythm of the track down, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's ran extremely well, Johnny. SKC does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, Steve Jeffers, Jackie, Bortoff, I mean, the whole group up there, they put on an excellent show. And you get the feeling when you're there that they actually care that you paid to race there.
Right. It's like a family atmosphere. Everybody talks to everybody helps everybody. If you need something, somebody's got something you can borrow or buy from them. But normally they just give it to you and say, hey, when I see you again.
We race all over the place. I mean, it is. A lot of times when I go, I feel like they're like I should be thankful that I paid them money to race. But when you're there, like I said, they take good care of you. And the facilities are beautiful there. It's a nice, tranquil weekend, and the racing's awesome. But, so talking about the racing, again, I ran in the tag heavy. Scotty ran both in
the 206 heavy, and the Iame tag.
Yes.
On Saturday.
And even running all those three, he came home with the same number of trophies I did. 0.
I got two top 10 finishes though.
But it was a rough weekend for us. We didn't really get it done like we wanted to. But in the tag, and we'll be putting up the results for those. So I'll talk really about the tag first. It was a shame because my cart was a bullet. I mean, it was really, really fast. The Yellow Submarine was getting it done. I ran 3 seconds faster than I did in the fall. Was 7 miles an hour faster than I was in the fall. And so it really was, a great weekend, a missed opportunity when it comes to the racing.
Yeah.
So anyway, talking about the tag heavy class, great guys in that class. They since I've been in that class a short time, they all help you out. I mean, just like it's a 206. So
yeah,
the guys,
they'll share the gear with you to help you get where you need to be.
Blaine Arup has shared gear ratios with me, tire pressures. All of them, are really helpful. So it was a shame. Like I said, the cart was really fast, but we couldn't get it done. Had a couple of mechanical issues on both Saturday and Sunday, and weren't able to get up on the podium. But had a lot of fun. And here we're going to go ahead and show you the results for the tag heavy class when it comes to the Robin Road that weekend. Here we go.
And the results for tag heavy at Robin Road on Saturday, the winner was Blaine Arup. He was followed by Craig Mortz, and Carson Arup rounded out the podium there in third spot. On Sunday, John Bryant took the win, with Blaine Arup finishing second and Craig Mortz finishing third. Great job, guys.
And welcome back. Now, the tag heavy wasn't the only class running tag. They run the Iame Sprint, which is, all the Iame engines in there. And I didn't run that division. Scotty did. I did watch some of those races. McKenna Rice, that's an up-and-coming star. I mean, she's incredible.
Saturday, she took second. She won it on Sunday. She's very fast. On Saturday, I had a really good start. I won up right behind her. Tom and another driver running forward around the corner, and I slipped up and turned the cart all the way around and just sat there while they drove by me, just looking through the steering wheel. Don't hit me. I turned it around and they chased them down.
Great guys in that division too. I mean, every time I go out, Gary Searcy is always very helpful.
Yeah.
Arlen Bryan is really, really helpful. I think she was racing with Jason Lorang most of the time Jason won on Saturday, right? And then I think he had a mechanical failure on Sunday.
Yeah, his engine blew up on Sunday.
Right.
And him and McKenna were battling it out on Sunday for the lead the whole race.
And I allowed one of our buddies, Lee Curtis, to also get into second place on Sunday, I think, Lee Curtis. But we'll show you the results here, coming up on the Iame right now.
In the Iame class at Robin Road on Saturday, the winner was Jason Lorang, followed in second place by McKenna Rice, and Rod Scharf rounding out the podium. On Sunday, we had McKenna Rice actually taking the victory, Lee Curtis getting up on the second step of the podium, and Rod Scharf again rounding out the top 3. Great job, everybody.
Hey, welcome back to IKP, the InaneKartParty. You down with IKP?
You know what I mean? Yes.
Alrighty, our next segment is our Tech Talk segment, and we got such rage reviews over last time, but Tammy was busy this time, so our Tammy Tech Talk could not make it to this particular episode. So
I know I made a phone call, got a couple of really good guys to come in. Not us, but a couple of new guys to do the Tech Talk for us.
yeah, because it's important. One of the things we talked about is we want to support small business. You know, a lot of these big conglomerates, they control karting, they control all the money, and we really want to make sure that we throw our weight, which is significant,
right,
behind small business.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, wait.
That's yours, not mine.
How's that?
Well, okay, well, maybe. But, the little guy. We got to help the little guy.
We got to help the little guys out there. So we're going to go to our new cart people out there. So here's a few words from LepreKarts. Welcome to LepreKarts, where me and my brother, Seamus McTool, and Finnegan McTool means small guys but big power. And one of the things you need is before you leave the house, you need a checklist to go over to make sure you've packed everything in the trailer, because you could miss the smallest of details.
I'll drink to that.
But not only do you need a checklist when you leave the house, but you need a checklist at the track. You need to know how your cart was set up. You got to keep track of the camber, the caster, the...
I'll drink to that.
Yes, the track. You need to keep holding your tire pressures. You need to know what you've gone out on and what they've come back with, so that you can make sure that they're set for the next round.
I'll drink to that.
And here are some basic examples of the type of checklist you should have. One basic one you should have is before you leave the house, so you check your trailer, your toolbox, everything, so that you'll have everything you need when you get to the track, so you can be as productive as you can, and that you don't miss any time on the track. One of the other forms you'll also be using is a cart setup sheet. This will go over your camber, your caster, your ride heights, your track widths, and this will keep you really straight for when you leave the track and go back on a different day. You can remember your very best setups. Very good for keeping track of the weather as well. Also, a tire pressure chart comes in handy. The tires do not warm up equally, and so by keeping track on your practice sessions and warm-ups, you'll know how to set your cart for the qualifying and finals, which is really, really critical if you want to run up front. And also, one of the things you should have is a simple gear sheet with you, so that you can make quick gear changes and knowing where you need to be out on the track to hit the right on your limiters. So these are just a couple of examples of the type of checklist that you can keep that will make a big difference in your driving.
Hey, O'Toole.
Hey, McTool.
How you doing over there?
I'm good. I feel so good.
I think I may have had a one too many.
Oh, you had more than way too many.
I'll see you after when we do another one. We do the next one.
Well, we've got a whole bunch of carts we got to get ready for next weekend.
It's gonna be a rough week.
But remember, if you want big power, come to LepreKarts.
The O'Tooles will take care of it.
So until next time, I'm Finnegan McTool.
And I'm Dipshit O'Toole.
Yes, that's what we call you around the house.
The 206 was really good racing over the weekend, John. And we put it with Quincy Smith, who was a top 5 driver all weekend long. Phenomenal.
And Quincy got both of us into road racing, so big props to Quincy for all that.
He's like a brother. Kyle and
he's older, so he's like more like a dad.
Yeah, he's more like a dad. Kyle was there, doing really well. Tom Earlson was there.
Kyle was there. He called you a bitch, I think.
Yeah, but he also said I didn't look quite right with my wife, so you know what I mean? He said we just don't go together.
Everybody says that.
Gary Campbell was there. He wasn't driving, but he sure was a lot of help with our 206s. A lot of technical support there.
Gary, one of the great guys in 206, and I've known him for years. Great guy out there in the 206.
Phenomenal driver. I got to sit behind Russell and Rink were there. Me and Russell were teamed up for a short while in the 206 class. I mean,
those guys are always up front. Russell, Rink, and then they pit with John Reaney. I mean, all those guys are always up front. Fast guys,
really fast. And it was really nice to be able to run right behind them. I'm going to say I was drafting. We were extremely close with them.
Yeah, drafting extremely close. I like
drafting extremely close. I didn't push him. I didn't bump him. I didn't rump him. I was extremely close.
Because there's none of our friends that would push.
No, because that's not allowed.
No, it's not allowed. Our guys,
we wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it.
No,
wouldn't happen.
Extreme close drafting is how
extreme close drafting. I like it.
And the 206 class, it had the top 15 battled it out, and then it got down, I would say, to about the top 8 battled it out to win that race.
Yeah, and we've seen in the 206, we've seen this now for about a year. Kevin Darling's had a really good program. His son Cameron runs with him. John Miller runs with him.
Scott Heath.
Scott Heath just kind of joined at the end of last year, and he's really brought some stuff. And then they brought in a ringer. They brought in Snoop Doug Kittleson out of the Midwest, and so they have like an army of carts out there, mainly MGMs, although that Scott introduced, and you'll see that, introduced his new Skull Dragger chassis.
And that was a really nice chassis.
The car was really, really fast and really, really good.
But they worked as a team. And if you want to win on 206, you have to work with the team, at least with 1 or 2 drivers with extreme close drafting to get where you want to be. And it doesn't take 5; it just takes a couple. I didn't fare well, but
and you're only as fast as the group that you're in. We saw. I mean, I know that like Colby Cromer's a good example. Lee Curtis is, boy, he struggled on the weekend, but you saw that when he got with the leaders, he ran the same leader times.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he still finished. I think I was like 17th, and so he was like 12th or 13th.
But he was fast. When he was with the fast group, he was fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's
Kobe stayed right with him.
That's how the drafting is.
Yeah, I have one little slip up like I did, and you go from a top 5 to the back.
We've been name dropping for a while, so we did a little clip. Some of you guys may have already seen it. We already posted it online, but we're going to add it to this one. Some of the faces of 206 out at Robin Road. Let's go to it. The LO206 division was the biggest field out at Robin Road for the weekend. Here's a look at the start, then we'll do some driver introductions.
Jamie Russell, New London, North Carolina, Burrell Chassis, Speed Clinic Motor, voted for Trump.
Doug Rink, Newton, North Carolina, riding Ricardo, Burrell Chassis, Speed Clinic engine.
Trip Rivers from Bolingbroke, Georgia. We're running a new MGM chassis, and hope to do good this year.
Noah Rivers, I'm running the MGM chassis. I'm from Bolingbroke, Georgia. Special thanks to Flip Davis for building our engines, and we'll send baby.
Quincy Smith, I'm from Naylor, Georgia, just outside of Valdosta, and I'm running the team. Coach Cromer, Gray, Georgia. I'm on that Trippy chassis. I'm running LO206.
Scott Wentz, Jacksonville, Florida, LO206, 375, CIK.
Kyle Wiston, Morganton, North Carolina, Aero chassis, LO206.
John Reaney, Mooresville, North Carolina, Rail Art. Hey, Brandon out of here, Round Hill, Virginia, cart number 126.
JJ Pack, number 61, Virginia.
All ready?
Cindy Olo, I'm from Virginia, and number 292. Shout out to Seth Gordon for the awesome graphics.
Jeremy Yost, Jacksonville, Florida. First time road racer in my MGM.
Todd Miller from Salisbury, North Carolina. Bill Gurley, Eastern Maryland. This cart's going to be fast today. We're going to win.
Jason Sanders, Taylorsville, North Carolina. DSE. We don't really have a name for it yet.
Thomas Dean, Woodstock, Georgia.
Excellent. Thank you so much, sir.
Terry Horton, Hartsville, South Carolina.
Tell me who you are, where you from?
Doug Kittleson, Omaha, Nebraska.
Who you are, where you from?
Thompson, Georgia. CJ
What's your name, sir?
Gary Bray, Marietta, Georgia. Run Coyote.
Excellent.
Joshua Bray,
You want to say anything about your cart, Coyote?
Coyote running Zenith.
All right, sounds good. We get you all ready. Name, Elijah Ken.
Tyler Croom, woman from North Carolina. Special thanks to this guy right here, Ricky Batts.
Thank you.
Name, John Miller.
There you go.
Winner of Daytona. Winner
Oh,
of Daytona.
you want to do it again? You have to start from the top. John Miller, winner of Daytona. Start from the top.
Felton, Delaware.
All right. Looks good. Win it in here.
Shannon Hudson, Kite, Georgia. We're running a Gilbert Horton motor and Stevie Roberts Kart Shop Razor chassis.
Welcome back. Now, we told you how we started. Now we want to tell you how we finished. I mean, Doug Kittleson right there at winning, Scott Heath up there winning. You know, a lot of good drivers. So we're gonna make sure we introduce all of them to you. You know that we can in a short amount of time,
Right.
and let you know how the winners, you know, how they played out.
Yeah, so we posted this one too. We did an interview with both Doug Kittleson and Scott Heath. We've already posted it, but we're going to include it on this show. And so let's go back and take a look at it now. Hey everybody, this is John Morris out here at Groban Road, Savannah, Georgia. And I got with me the two winners yesterday from the LO206 classes. First and foremost, we got Doug Kittleson, who won in his MGM. Doug, what do you got to say to the folks out there?
Really got to say, thank you for Kevin Dunn and Motorsports letting me drive this MGM this past weekend. Also, Humpty Frank Motors out of Omaha, Nebraska. Empty tires. Couldn't do it without all these guys here. Had a great time.
Thank you, Doug. Also, we got Scott Heath here. And these guys have been tearing up for a while. If you're following the road racing series, these guys have been tearing up for a while. But Scott here did something a little different here this weekend. He showed up with his own chassis. He built it, he made it, he invented this chassis. Scott, talk to the folks a little bit either about the race and then walk everybody through this new chassis, and then we're going to put up some numbers. If you're interested, if you need new road racing chassis, you may want to definitely look at this one. He's going to walk you through as to why. Scott?
So first and foremost, this is a team sport. No one can do this on their own. They have to, you know, and I think that's what I'm trying to brand is to bring new people into my team and get them from, you know, running mid-pack straight to the front. And I think you can do that with the Roll Speed Performance. We call this a Skull Dragger. It's a great car. We got some new things we're working on. We went with a Heim joint front end so we can adjust our caster and camber really easy. All our tie rods are nice and straight. We went with a different seat strut design. More of a clamp on instead of a weld on so we can get a littler driver in there and get our numbers right before we even add any weight to the car. We went with a clamshell rear design, so 4 bolts and the whole axle can come right out. You can get the bearings, change your axle. It just makes things a lot simpler and a lot cleaner. We are really, really excited. This is our first time riding the car. Winning on it yesterday, you know, just jump starts us right to where we need to be. And we're going to do a few more tests, and then we're going to start producing this go-kart. All right. Well, thank you. And here's.
So if you want to get up front, you may want to take a look at the, what do we call it, the Skull Dragger? The Skull Dragger. You can see, you might be able to get one of these, get yourself on the new chassis. Scott, we'll be putting up the number and the website for everybody. Thanks, brother. For more information on the new Skull Dragger cart by Scott Heath Racing, you can reach out to Scott at 540-589-0769. Hey everybody, here's the results for LO206 at Robin Road. On Saturday, we had the winner was Doug Kittleson, followed by Jamie Russell, Josh Rainey, Noah Rivers, and Quincy Smith. On Sunday, it was Kevin Darlin, followed by Doug Kittleson, Todd Miller,
John Miller, and Scott Heath. The Saturday heavy race was won by Scott Heath, followed by John Miller, Todd Miller, Kevin Darling, and Quincy Smith. Great job, guys.
Class to the one and only Paul Rice.
Rice.
Now, when we were trying to develop this section, I mean, we wanted to talk a little bit about the brains of the operation.
Right.
April Rice.
Yeah. You know, she's beautiful.
She is beautiful. I mean, she is totally smoking hot.
She's smart,
Smart.
friendly.
Everybody loves her.
Yeah, personable.
Right, but we don't want to spend the time on this segment talking about April.
No, we can't.
This is about Paul.
Paul.
So
Let's talk about Paul, John.
Yeah, because we could go on for a long time if we were talking about April.
Right.
And how wonderful she is, and how cool she is, and how
Yeah.
everybody loves her. But we're not going to do that.
No.
We're going to focus on
Paul.
Paul. Right. This segment is all about Paul Rice.
And not April.
And not April. I mean,
No.
despite her being, like I said, beautiful and hot and smart, and everybody loving her. Funny. But we're not going to talk about that during this segment.
No, it's Paul.
It's Paul we're going to talk about. Because it's easy to get off track and talk about April. I mean, it's so easy.
I mean,
but we're not going to let that
no,
happen.
because you've seen the two of them, how they look.
Yeah. No, and so, but I mean, it's easy to get off track, but we're going to keep each other on track and not allow this segment to deviate from talking about Paul Rice. We're not going to talk about April. Paul Rice.
Okay, Paul. That's right, Paul Rice.
We're not.
April.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about.
Paul.
We're not going to talk about April and you know, just how wonderful she is. We're gonna,
Right. We're going
to talk about Paul Rice.
Paul.
Only about Paul.
Paul Rice.
And I hope everybody out there appreciates the focus that we have.
Right.
That we're able to kind of not talk about April and really stay focused on Paul. Hope everybody appreciates that. You know, again, as wonderful as April is, as beautiful as she is, as smart as she is, funny as she is, that we don't focus on that.
Right.
Because, you know, it compromised the show a little bit.
Right.
We stay focused on Paul Rice.
Paul Rice.
Well, now, the thing with Paul, I think...
Who? Paul Rice.
I think when we were talking about Paul, we talked about wanting to sing his praises. And, you know, I thought, boy, it'd be cool if we actually sang his praises.
I'd like to do a song with you, Johnny.
Yeah, I liked it so much, I wrote a song about it.
I say we do it.
Let's go.
All right.
Who the man, the blue and green, making fast card machines?
Paul Rice.
Can you dig it? Who the cat that won't cop out when you're caught makes you want to shout?
Paul Rice.
Damn right. Who is the man that can put you on the podium stand?
Paul Rice.
Right on. Let me tell you about this cat, Paul Rice. He's one bad motherfucker.
Shut your mouth.
I'm talking about Paul Rice.
Right on.
Here's to Paul Rice, who has been in karting since 1983. Paul's from Kannapolis, North Carolina, home of Dale Earnhardt. Both Paul and April worked in NASCAR before they started MGM. April worked for Joe Gibbs, Paul worked for Dale Earnhardt Sr. and also Kevin Harvick. MGM Chassis was started in 2009, and they have been on the top step of almost every major track around, including multiple wins at Indianapolis, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Daytona, etc. If you want to be on a proven winner and an industry leader in support, contact MGM. Welcome back. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show so far today. I mean, I think it's been good.
Yeah, it's been a good show.
Sky! Hey, look at the time.
Hey, John, can I go with you?
Absolutely.
All right,
hey, hopefully everybody, are you down with IKP?
Yeah, you know me.
Let's go.
Sky! Where'd you go? Where'd you two go? I know you guys are still here. I can smell his hairspray.